Exodus chapter 18. Jethro, Moses' father-in-law, gives great advice to him. Verse 6. Now he had said to Moses, I, your father-in-law Jethro, am coming to you with your wife and her 2 sons with her. This is nice because it's like the first time that Moses has seen his wife and kids since like the beginning of Exodus. If you guys don't remember, Moses fled Egypt, married his wife, and Jethro took Moses into his family, welcoming him. So that's his father-in-law, but it's also Moses' father figure, a mentor. So Moses went out to meet his father-in-law, bowed down and kissed him, and they asked each other about their well-being, and they went into the tent. That was verse 7. They still love each other. Verse 8. Moses told his father-in-law all that the Lord had done to Pharaoh and to the Egyptians for Israel's sake, all the hardship that had come upon them on the way, and how the Lord had delivered them. Now they're just catching up with each other. Verses 9 and 10. Then Jethro rejoiced for all the good which the Lord had done for Israel, whom he had delivered out of the hand of the Egyptians. And Jethro said, Blessed be the Lord, who has delivered you out of the hand of the Egyptians and out of the hand of Pharaoh, and who has delivered the people from under the hand of the Egyptians. Now I know that the Lord is greater than all the gods, for in the very thing in which they behaved proudly, he was above them. Jethro gave a sacrifice to God. So it's great to see that Jethro is a God-fearing man, a God-loving man, who gives his life to God and rejoices in God's presence. Verses 13 and 14. So it was on the next day that Moses sat to judge the people, and the people stood before Moses from the morning until evening. So when Moses, his father-in-law, saw all that he did for the people, he said, What is this thing that you are doing for the people? How do you alone sit, and all the people stand before you from morning until evening? That's just Jethro being curious and asking a question out of curiosity. Moses, why are you doing all this work for your people? What kind of work are you doing? It doesn't mean anything disrespectful. Verses 15 and 16. And Moses said to his father-in-law, Because the people come to me to inquire of God. When they have a difficulty, they come to me, and I judge between one and another, and I make known the statutes of God and his laws. That's actually a really great thing that he's doing. Moses is acting like the Israelites' judge. Whenever they have questions about God, or just questions in general, Moses will answer it for them. But it's a lot of work. He's working from evening to morning every day. Verses 17 and 18. So Moses' father-in-law said to him, The thing that you do is not good. Both you and these people who are with you will surely wear yourselves out, for this thing is too much for you. You are not able to perform it by yourself. Now that looks like Jethro is maybe insulting Moses or insulting his system, but he still means no harm. Verses 19 and 23 are long, but I'm just going to give you my favorite parts of them. Listen now to my voice. I will give you counsel, and God will be with you. Stand before God for the people, so that you may bring the difficulties to God. Moreover, you shall select from all the people able men, such as fear God, men of truth, hating covetousness, and place such over them to be rulers of thousands, rulers of hundreds, rulers of 50s, and rulers of 10s. And it will be that every great matter they shall bring to you, but every small matter they themselves shall judge. If you do this thing, and God so commands you, then you will be able to endure, and all this people will also go to their place in peace. Jethro took a system that wasn't working too well, and with God, he thought of a solution for it. That's a great thing to do. He didn't completely shut down the idea, but he found a better way to do it, because the concept is really great. Moses was doing a good thing. Jethro, because he has God, recognizes that Moses has God, and they work together to create something even better. That's also a concept from last chapter too. And so then Moses did that, and it was really successful. Verse 27. Then Moses let his father-in-law depart, and he went his way to his own land. Boom, just like that, he's gone. Did an amazing thing and left. What I think is that God sent Jethro into Moses' life. God recognized that Moses needed help and sent someone to go help him. And a lot of the times we will say that God's not working in our lives, but he's working indirectly. God will put the right people in your life. You have to recognize that they're the right people and that they're trying to help you. But on the opposite side, some people really shouldn't be in your life. And God will give you signs that you need to get them out of your life. The people that should be in your life will help you. They'll be constructive. And ideally, they'll be God-fearing too. When you guys work together, you can do amazing things. Because really, you're working with God. And that's the main message for Exodus chapter 18. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys stay blessed.